2:17 p.m. and I'm gonna work on this little tiny abstract painting. It's on a wooden panel, which I'm kind of a fan of. I've got a bunch of canvases back there, and I just don't feel like working on them. I like these things. These are cool. It's like just sturdy and nice surface and whatever. That's it. Okay, so let me go to this view. And here's this weird thing. I was just screwing around, to be honest. I don't know what I was doing. And I still don't. I'm just playing around. Having some fun with whatever it is. And I'm just gonna go do some more playing around. Okay, so got my stuff all set up here. Got my liquids. Got some ice water, got some coffee. Just have one a little bit of both. There we go. And so let's start. I got a short selection of brushes here. I think what I'll do is I might just go in with like a really small brush strokes, kind of like really stupidly insane, silly little details to try to make it better, to try to make it more art. I want to make it as good as a banana stuck to a wall with duct tape. That's my goal today. I want to make it at least that high in quality. I want to prove myself that I could do something as brilliant as duct taping a banana to a wall. How absurd is that? It just tells you how absurd the world is. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how hard you work. Or it matters little when you know duct taping a banana to a wall will fetch you $150,000. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, just recently in this overhyped art show called Basel or something like that. I think it's Florida. I don't even remember where it is. Some retard. I can't say retard. Some person, artiste, taped a banana to a wall. And someone bought it for $150,000. And then a performance artist, quote unquote, ate it. It just tells you how silly this world is. How silly. How silly is this world? What am I doing here? I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know. I need a little bit more light. Let's try mixing these two colors and see what happens. Acrylics just dry too fast for my taste. They're easy to work with because they dry fast, but they're harder to work with because they dry fast. You see, oils stay wet for some time so that once you finally get a color you like, you can come back to it a day later or sometimes a week later. You have the same color. With acrylics, this stuff dries within minutes. And you have to do it again. That's why it feels like acrylic feels a little bit like how do you say it? Like a hobby paint sometimes. Because I don't know, it feels like you're painting with a toy almost. Like kid stuff. Like why am I trying to say this? Like, I don't know, maybe because when you're a kid you're given acrylic because it's cheaper, I guess. It's easy to clean up, it's non-toxic, all those things. I think acrylic, I just thought of this now. I think to do a good job with acrylic, you need to have lots of tubes of paint color because there's quite a variety of colors of paint you can get. And what that means is you can then use the straight raw color and not have to worry about mixing, and therefore you win. What I'm trying to say is that would make a lot of sense. So if you got the cash, buy lots of different colors of acrylic paint, and then you have solved the problem of acrylic. Is that it doesn't matter if it dries, because what you get straight out of the tube is going to be the exact same color. So therefore, I take it back. Acrylics aren't toys. You can do pretty much same thing with oils as long as you have enough. And I guess for me, I just, I always find that if I don't have a color, I'll just make it, right, with oils. And then because it lasts so long, I don't have to stress and worry about trying to figure it out. Because a lot of it is just through experimentation. Like I don't even know the names of paint. A lot of paints, like, I mean, that's not true, I don't know all of them, but a lot of them I just sort of wing ding it. See what happens. Go with the flow. Joe. Oh, Nugget, who's there, Nugget? Can you... Oh, you go get him, Nugget. Ooh, who's there? Go patrol. Go patrol. Oh, she's on alert mode. I love it. I love the sound she makes. Just like a dork. My dog is a dork. Lovable dork of a dog. That's just the wind. It's just the wind, Nugget. So what I'm actually trying to accomplish here is make it so that if you were to go close to this painting, there'll be all these little tiny detail things that actually look intentional, because there are. I don't know what they are. They're just sort of little things. And the hope is that someone might appreciate it and sit there. If this was theirs, they could sit there and just look at these little things and wonder what the guy or person who was painting this, what the hell they were thinking. Like, why did they bother doing all these meticulous little brushstrokes that no one ever even notice? You know why? It's because that's what I do. I just realized that when I go to art galleries and I look at what I consider great paintings, and I can get lost in the details, and I go, oh man, I know exactly why they did that. That's why I was into Van Gogh so young, was I go, oh my god, I totally know why he did that little stroke right there. I know it probably took about a millisecond to do it, but I got it, and that was always exciting to me, that I could totally relate to that. So I guess that's what I'm trying to pass on right now. What I'm trying to pass on is an attempt to create my own Van Gogh strokes that some young person, I don't have to be young, just some person might go, oh, I get it why they went and did those little detail things. It makes sense to me now. Like, I can see why. Now, it'd be a lot more helpful if I did representational work. What I mean by representational, if you don't know, that's an artsy-fartsy term that means based on something real. Your artwork represents something that exists in real life. Because right now I'm not really doing representational work, obviously. This is some kind of silly abstract landscape thing. It's just easier to see if something was intentional, if it's representational. Makes sense? Like if I put these little marks here, and I'm thinking of like Paul Klee, for example. Who's to say that these are intentional? But if it's representational, you'll know that if the nose is on the side of the head, it's probably not that accurate. So, what I'm trying to do, I'm just blabbing at this point now because I'm just talking to myself, I suppose, is if I can make little bitty marks that you'd come in and you go, oh, okay, obviously, this wacko who did this thing, these lines seem to have some kind of purpose. I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be neat with these little tiny fucked up little stuff and things. Okay. It's almost like an alien invasion of this giant cube. I like the black stroke. I think I'll just leave it. Oh yeah, maybe I'll put a secondary layer of orange here. Maybe I'll loosen this sucker up a bit. Loosen it up a bit. Maybe it needs a little bit of loosening. Loosey-goosey. Is anybody even here? I don't think anyone's paying attention. Oh wait, I gotta see if anyone's on here. Okay, because sometimes it doesn't work. Oops. Let me go to my Facebook page. Boop. Wait, where's my Facebook page? Click. Blink. Sometimes the multi-chat thing doesn't work. I don't even know if I'm on the platforms right now. I didn't check to see. There's a couple people here. You got Rosa, Alice, Cinza, Fairy. Cool. It's like Cinzia Fairy. That sounds like a, I don't know, where would that be from? Cinzia Fairy. Maybe Spain, maybe? And Alice Kianaki Christoph. Sounds almost maybe Russian. It's cool. Cool name. And Rosa Fidaglio. Hey, Rosa Fidaglio. You're from Italy, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I loved Italy. I'd like to go back to Italy one day. I spent a summer there once. Half of it was like an art school, and the other half was traveling with my girlfriend at the time when I was a kid, 17. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's like fire. I should add some yellow. Here, I'll make it like flame. Oop. I think it was already time to take off. I wonder if I should make it. I'm going to make this more like a field in a bit. But let me just add a little bit of flames here. I just read about this forest fire, or some kind of a brush fire thing that's happening in Australia or New Zealand, I'm not sure. But it's apparently so bad that people, they just gave up. Like, it's impossible to put out. And I saw this video of, I think it was a fireman who was taking a picture of the forest fire, and it came to them so fast. It was unbelievable how quickly the flames took over. I'm sure I could find it quite easily. This is just yesterday, I think it happened. And the firemen were just like, okay, let's time to get out of here. And like, imagine you're like looking at trees, and in the distance this red glow, and within seconds it was like, what was the explanation? I think I read the explanation had something to do with the natural chemicals in the leaves of the trees were like gasoline, essentially. So this thing just became a tornado of fire. I don't know if tornado is the right word, but it was pretty intense to see. So I'll use my scooping device, my finger, to get some acrylic, to get some white. Okay. Let's see what I can do. Let's make some bright color. When you mix with white, you don't need much of the pigment that you're mixing with, because it happens so fast. It doesn't take much. What I'm trying to do is make sparkly bits of magic. Is that possible? I know it's possible. I'm just going to start mixing colors and screw it. I'm just going to have some fun with this. I don't even care what it's going to look like overall, but I'm just going to play with these colors and what should be down here? I am going to leave some of it loose. But up here, I want to... Where's that yellow? I don't have a yellow. Where is my yellow? Primary yellow. Let's get some primary yellow. And let's get some bright yellow with some white. Very soon I should go to an ophthalmologist or an eye people to get some reading glasses, because my vision is definitely going. I think just one of my eyes is really blurry. It's looks like these little, it looks like they're little eggs. With egg yolks. I just like doing layers of stuff. So what are all you people doing on this? What day is it today? Sunday? What are all you people doing today on a Sunday? Tell me where you're from and what you're doing with your lives. What are you doing with your lives? Are you happy? Have you figured out life secrets yet? Well, you don't want to tell me? Fine. That's that's what I say to you then. Not gonna tell me life secrets. I like doing this. I think I really want to do more of this stuff. Just don't even know, and just I can fade away. That's what I like about it, is I can just fade away and not worry. And it's not even, and I don't mean that in a nihilistic way. I mean, it's nice to disappear, isn't it? It's the Zen thing I'm talking about. I get Zen moded. And I just float. I just float. It's great. I think it's one of the bestest things you can do, is if you can get into that Zen mode and just float. Not think about all the things there are to think about. You get to just be in that moment. It's right this second. I'm in that moment, and I'm loving it. I'm not thinking about all the things I need to do, should do, have to do, obligated to do. Because all those things, they're bullshit. They don't matter. This is my legacy right here. I'm creating. This is my essence. I'm dead and gone. This will be what was me. You silly little marks. But that's okay. That is okay. So let me just zoom in and show you some of these little marks. I get let me put on autofocus so I can zoom in. This is what I've been having fun with. Let's see if you can see it. You see those? That. And down here, I have to come back to this whole. See, look how boring and lame, craptastic that part is. I'm gonna go and do stuff to it. That's average. That's kind of getting more interesting and fun and good. All right, so I'm gonna keep on working on turning down the suck and turning up the good. Everyone should watch a movie called Fubar. That's what I'm talking about, turning down the suck. Okay, so I wonder if should I make this more green and yellows? Well, I don't know. Let's just bring in some greens. I definitely don't want this green, because this green is too... this green here is phthalo green. And it actually, the camera isn't picking up the real color. It's almost like a chemical kind of green. It feels very like algae. Now this green, which is called Jenkins green, I didn't even know that. Let's see what happens when I mix with white. I think it's going to be a bit dirtier. Dirtier, I mean it's not going to have as much yellow like the other one. It's going to have more, yeah, that's kind of the color one. It's like an earthy kind of green. That's good. So let me just see. See, let me just show you what I'm talking about. Let me bring in this phthalo green. And when I mix it, you're going to be like, ooh, it's kind of a, fuck balls. It's kind of a, here, watch. It becomes very pastel-y. Like I have other color, paint on my brush, but see how pastel-y that color is? And then over here is this nice muddy color. So I got to bring it back. So that's what I want. I don't want this thing to turn into like a pastel. Because to be honest, I really fucking hate pastel colors. Even though my stuff comes out like pastel, I don't like pastel. I think it's goofy. It's like I gotta be careful that my stuff doesn't always become so pastel. It's too Don Johnson, 1980s, with Miami Vice. That was one of the first shows I ever tried videotaping when I was a kid, Miami Vice. And my favorite part was the intro. The guy, Don Johnson, speeding on the boat, and it's got the music with the drums. That got me pumped up. I was probably like 13 years old or something. Miami Vice. What was the black guy's name, his partner? You never really got into that guy's character. I don't know why. It was always Don Johnson with his cool Ray-Bans or whatever the hell he had. And his partner was just sort of there. Dobbs or Dibs, or he had some sort of like nickname like that. Let's just do the opposite of what I was just doing. Let's add a whole bunch of yellow and see. Yeah, that's kind of a nice color. Let's just bring it in over here and just start doing stuff with it. This was going to be like a rainbow kind of wheel, and that's what that thing was going to be. Now, there's a fair amount of yapping going on. I'm doing fair amount of yapping. Oh, it's a quiet live stream, you guys. No one's talking. All right, I'm going to check to make sure that it's even. I'm even on the other places. Like, let's go to DLive. Maybe I never even connected. Let's just see. Oh, looks like I'm not on DLive. Damn, maybe. Oh, so things aren't connected. Let's go to Twitch, and let's go to YouTube. Let's go to the Pin-Dart place. And let's just see if it's actually working. Okay, so it's on. Oh, I hear it somewhere. So it's working on Twitch. DLive is just nothing there. YouTube looks like it's probably working. Yeah. I don't know. It's too bad. DLive was my place where I was always going to. I don't know why maybe they booted me off or something. Kicked me off. That's too bad. DLive used to have all kinds of people, and I used to be giving out lemons and candies and whatever the heck they are. Huh. Where are you? Oh well. Just taking a 2-second break here. Just a second. I'll blow my nose. Oh, I'm not logged in. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe that thing. Oh, I poked myself in the eye. Maybe you need to be logged in order for it to work. Okay, anyway, I'm closing all these things down. I'm gonna go back to my happy place. I think yeah. Go back to my happy place of painting. Sorry, just for a moment. I was just looking on some websites to see if I was there. Okay. Let's go back to this thing. Very weird painting, Josh. What are you gonna do? Hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Maybe I'm gonna do a bit of Let's try drawing on top of it. Maybe it needs a bit more drawing power. Cool. Bum 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 bum. Try black magic marker. What will that do? Let's see what that does. Oh, it's not really a good magic marker. Let's try a different one. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, that's the marker. That's the marker we need. Bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba 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 ba. Oh, you bastard. You bastard. Ah. Darn it. You varn it. What about gray down here? Oh, no. Okay, I have to use paint. I'm gonna have to use maybe, or no, let's just take some of this color that I don't even like, and let's just go to town with it. Just kind of a weird rose. Yeah, I guess this is why I like doing this more than a canvas, is I could put a lot of pressure. I'm like scratching away at this thing. Put some pressure down, and I could not do that with canvas. No siree. I want it to be a finer line. Ouch. Bum, 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 bum. So how can I make this part better? How do I make this part better? Something could be better right there. I think it might be... I mean, sometimes you have to have places where your eye can rest, right? Your eyes is swirling around. It's like, holy fuck, what's going on? And so you get a little bit of rest in the black, and then you can sort of transition to white, and then you know, that's what I'm trying to go for, is like a movement and stuff. And then right here is almost like this. What if I took my finger, licked it, and see if this color's smeared? Does that do anything? No, I think it needs something. It needs to be almost brighter, like this is a valley of some kind. So maybe I'm going to go in. Let's take one of these square brushes. I really dig these things. These are like, right now, one of my favorite brushes. These little, I don't know if you can see that. They're thin on one side and flat on the other. So let's see if, I think I wish I had I really want a smaller one. I'm sure I have, yeah, here we go. I want really small, really thin. Here we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay. So that was the one I was just talking about this one here. And then I saw this guy. I was like, oh, he's smaller. But then I found this little one, and that's just the right one. In fact, this one I just noticed is interesting. It's cut at an angle. Where is the camera? If you see here, it's like a little knife edge, which is interesting. So let's just see what kind of marks I can make over here. That'll be good. Okay. Let's take some orange. Try continuing these swirls that are... Oh, you probably can't see that. I'm going to try zooming in a bit. Might be a little blurry. Maybe I'll zoom one more out. There. I just noticed I have these like swirl patterns, so I'm going to try accentuating it. I'm going to go in here and try to thin out some of those fat little spots. My little failed wheel, rainbow colored wheel didn't materialize, but it's not too late. I might be able to do something to it. Okay, so this is a bunch of garbage, but this, okay, there's a wheel, a swirly bit. Let's make that more of a swirly bit. Let's try adding some of this green over here. It's a different hue than the one I did. Let's just do some swirls. Add some, continue those movements so I can see the little whoop-de-whoops. There's another swirl here around the wheel. Okay, let's try even adding, let's go with yellowy green, yeah. Go like this, and we'll go even more of a accentuation of the swirly whirlies. So I got some swirly bits. Let's take it up a notch. So let's do this. Ooh, that was probably too much. Ah, whatever. Swirly, swirly. Maybe I'll do some more swirly bits over here. Maybe that's what's lacking in that space. Maybe it's lacking a bit of swirl. You picking up a scent there, Nugget? Not sure if I like that swirl as much. I might have to do something with that. What if I did this? What if I did like little bits of sparky bits going up like that? My Odeon Rodin style. Bum 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 bum. Oh, maybe I'll do that. It's looking kind of not bad. It's looking a little bit better. Maybe a little bit of purple, maybe? Maybe. Or brown. Brown? Maybe a little bit of yellow ochre. Interesting. Let me zoom out. It's looking a little bit better. It's looking a little bit better. I think I'm going to play with some of this blue. Play with a bit of a blue. I'm going to go with my, where's my cerulean blue? I just like the name cerulean blue. Just sounds good. Cerulean blue. I like my cerulean blue. Oh, my eyeballs can't see. My eyeballs can't see. Love your art. Thank you, Marlene Gagne. Granby Townships, Quebec. That is so nice. I am going to Quebec very soon to see my French-Canadian friends. Very soon I'm going to Quebec. I love Quebec. J'aime les Québécois. All right, I'm totally digging this stuff. Totally digging this. I think maybe I'll just stop and Man, I could probably keep on going for a while doing this wacky weirdness. Oh yeah, my little wheel. I shouldn't. How can I forsake my wheel? I'm gonna put. See if I can still make it happen. A little rainbow wheel. What was I doing? I just lost my mind there for a second. I forgot what I was doing. Forgot what I was doing. My brain turned off for a minute. Forgot what I was doing. It's kind of nice, actually. That yellow going right across. Oh yeah, my little happy little wheel of rainbow. Let's do my happy little rainbow wheel. I don't know why. Okay, I need a tiny, tiny brush. A teensy tiny brush. Oh yeah, doesn't get more small than this. Look at this thing. There's probably about 10 hairs on this brush. Let me put it to my thumb. Oh, let me take off autofocus. Autofocus is on. Okay. This brush, look how tiny it is. How many hairs are there? Probably 20 or so. So, let's get a little bit of cobalt blue. Boop. We'll do a couple of shades. Couple of shades for this here rainbow. I need a bit of water. Tap the top. Get some straight blue. Okay, there's a little cobalt blue. Now let's get some other colors we got going down here. We got a little bit of orange. Put the orange there. Let's any more yellow. No, I got some of this orange. I really should be cleaning my brush, but sometimes I'm a little bit lazy. Okay, let's get some of this red. Oh, it's all dried up. In that case, we're going to go through this horrible green. And these white, I just know it's going to be too dark. We'll get some of that phthalo gross green in there. Boop, boop, boop. And we'll get some of this other green. Mix it up. Boop, boop. Now we need a whole bunch of other colors. We need a get a yeller. Get some yeller in there. Boop. I have to put the yeller on thick because it probably won't show up that much. Okay. Actually, this brush is nice for doing details. Look at that. Look at all these nice little tiny itsy bitsy brush strokes. Oh, I could go to town with this brush now. I could totally go to town. Just needs a little bit of something to Yeah, got an idea. Oops. A little bit of highlights in here. Sparkly little bits of highlights. Like, who in their right mind would actually spend their time doing this? Kind of insane person. Look at these stupid little egg things. Boop, boop, boop. Is this where I'll wipe your nose? Oh, so itchy. Dun 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 dun. Ba 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 ba. Pum 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 bum 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 bum. What was I doing? Oh yeah, my rainbow little thing. After I add a couple more Scoochie Boochies over here. Scoochie Boochie from is it Clerks? The movie Clerks. Scoochie Boochie. Okay, oh yeah, rainbow. Work on the rainbow. I need purple, so let's make some purpley with a little bit of blue. It's way more than I'll need. Some red. Okay. And white. Okay, first let's try putting down just red. I'll put the red one there. Red. There's a red. And we'll make purple with this. Making the purple. Making the purple. That's not a very nice purple. Well, it's more like a mauve. Is that a color? Mauve? Or am I just making things up? Mauve. That's a color, isn't it? It doesn't look like it is purple. I don't even think I have purple. Yeah, I couldn't afford to buy purple, so I figured I'd just make it. So the thing is, to make a purple, I gotta use the right kind of blues and reds, and I only think I got one type of red. Unfortunate, Ma. Yeah, so let's just try taking this red here and mixing it with this blue. I don't think it's gonna be as nice. What kind of purple are we gonna get? What kind of color is this? Yikes. I don't even know what the hell kind of color this is. Anyway, let's put it in there. Doesn't really look good. It's missing something. It's missing something. What am I losing my mind here? Oh, I can use an orange. Let's just take it right from the tube this time. Actually, that light blue is needed. This blue, and there's a bit of a green blue. Whatever. Let's put a acrylic. You gotta Make it a little thick so that color stays true. Can't really see these colors very well, can you? Let's try this. Let me zoom in for those people to see what the hell I'm doing. I'm making this little wheel color. Wheel of Fortune. And let's bring in maybe this ochre. Put the ochre, how about the ochre right here? Okay. And then I don't think, does this orange get in there? Not yet. That yellow is just not. I really want to get this yellow. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay, that's a good yellow. Now let's try coming back to that purple. What if I had some yellow to this purple? What would that do? Pretty much nothing. So, is this the purple? Kind of hard to tell. Maybe that'll be the blue. Yeah, I need to add a blue. That's a nice blue. I'll make this the darker. Well, I shouldn't have put those blues together. Oh, it's kind of dumb. Okay, so we'll put this blue here. I'll put another color in between it. Yeah, I'm not getting no purples. I don't know what this color was supposed to be. It don't look very different. Where's the red? Okay, where's red? Really working hard on this little color wheel here. I hope people appreciate this. All the effort I'm putting into trying to make them a wheel of color. Don't even know what you'd call this color. I'm kind of losing steam a bit here. It's a nice color. I just need to. Did I already do yellow ochre? Yeah. There we go. Oops. I think I'm just gonna stop there. I think my little color wheel is getting a little on the silly side. Okay. All right, there's my little color wheel. That was kind of a little crazy. A little crazy. All right. Oh, let me zoom out. Boop, 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 boo. Now, for final touches, maybe I should just mess it up a bit. Final touches, just get rid of some of the stuff that was just a little too meticulous. Just mess it up a bit. All right, I think I'm done this thing. Yeah, well, this part looks a little shitty down here. This part down here just feels on the shitty side. It's a little shitty. And touch shitty. paint over here. All right, I think that's all she wrote. All right, let's call this one done. This massively weird. It's almost done. Almost. Just these red clouds are pissing me off a little bit. Just a little bit too stuck up the ass, kind of like a little too you're trying too hard, man. You're just trying too hard. Sometimes you just gotta just chill the hell out a bit. Chill out. Don't be so uptight. Add a couple just blobs of. And whoop. All right. Now we're done. We are done. Done like dinner. Done like dinner. That was fun to do. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing this weird stuff. Let me zoom into my mini abstract painting. Let's take a look at what we got here. We got some stuff. A little, let me go flat. A little Kandinsky. You see some Kandinsky in there. I see Kandinsky in there. And we come down here, and maybe there's some Paul Klee somewhere. I saw something. That's my own. That's like a little Chagall-ish. I'm going to see some Chagall happening over there. There was a bit of Van Gogh. Okay, this is Odilon Rodin stuff. Odilon Rodin kind of happening. Actually, it looks a little dank. It's not that crazy. Not that good. Little, there's my little wheel I spent a lot of time on. I was way too much time on. And over here, no, there's some Paul Klee little drawing bits. Then we got some Rothko, big scam artist Rothko. People believe Rothko's awesome. It's just a fucking bunch of splashes of paint on. Anyhow, I should fix that little bit there. Hold on. 1 second. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Oh no. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now we're done. We got some Mark Rothko bullshit happening there. And up in the corner, we got a bunch of just stuff that was slapped together like an idiot. And that's all she wrote, folks. Yeah, I like how it's a little crusty up there. Okay. And we're done. We are done. Look at that. That's kind of cool. I like it. I don't really know what it is, but I like it. I was kind of thinking, what's that movie? I think it's The Arrival. There's a movie where this giant spaceship. It's not The Arrival. Here, let me see if I can find. This is kind of what I was thinking about. Let me go to my desktop. Let me go to. I was going to listen to Interstellar, but come on. Let's go to. Is it The Arrival? Arrival movie. The one where this is. Yes, this is what I was thinking about. In this movie, this giant spaceship lands. Can you see that thing? It was not bad. It was, it's one of those movies, the first time I saw it, I was like, eh. But the second time you see it and you get to understand more what the aliens were doing when they're communicating with these cool symbols, it was better. I kind of dug it. Anyhow, my point is, I was kind of like when I first was doing this painting in the first half, I was thinking a little bit like, hey, that kind of reminds me of that ship that was kind of landing. Obviously, it's a square and it's not a circle, but it kind of has that kind of pointed angle, you know, hovering above the ground. So it was maybe like a weird UFO thing. But yeah, that's about as deep as this one gets. This one is all about just going in and having fun with the little doodads and whatnots. Okay, so I'm gonna peace out of this one. Thanks for watching. I don't know if the chat thing isn't working because no one said. Oh, actually, no, that's true. Not true. Marlene did say some stuff, but normally there's a whole bunch of people chatting. But this time, no one was really talking. Kind of freaking me out. Yeah. Maybe I'll be back today to do some more of this stuff. If people like it, I'll do more of these things. Then I gotta start trying to sell this shit. Pretty soon, I'm gonna see if I can see if people want to maybe start a Patreon page where people can be like my patrons, and I'll give like shout outs to people who donate like $5 a month or something, because that would be kind of useful. I like to pay the mortgage. That'd be nice. One of these days I'll pay the mortgage. Okay, all right, thanks for watching. Peace out.